When it comes to speakers, I kind of have an unconventional setup. I have the Audioengine A2 Plus, and I also have the Audioengine S8 subwoofer. I use this combination mainly because of the way my room is set up and the amount of space I have. My personal belief is that no matter how good the speakers are, if the room acoustics are terrible, they're not of any help. So I try to find speakers that would work for the room. I have these A2 pluses which are front ported, which reduce reflections. I also have the Audioengine S8 subwoofer, which also is front ported, and downfiring, which also helps with reflections. But ultimately, what I wanted to talk about is tuning the subwoofer, because that's always tricky. So I actually found this website a long time ago, and it's still up to this day. It really makes it easy. This is the site here. I'll link it in the description. Type the name of your speakers. So mine's Audioengine, the brand, and then the model of the speaker, and mine's A2 Plus. And then as soon as it loads here, so the way this works is the crossover for the subwoofer is all based upon the main speakers, which in this case are the A2 pluses. So no matter what subwoofer you choose, the settings are always going to be the same, as you can see here. So if I go to view recommended settings, no matter what subwoofer it is, it's consistent across the board. So for me, I'm more concerned about the crossover frequency, which is 120 hertz. Tells you right then and there what to set the crossover to. And then if you have a more complicated setup, you can have all these other measurements: the recommended low pass filter frequency setting, which is 80 hertz in this case, and the recommended low pass filter slope. I'm not an expert, but yeah. The crossover in general should be 10 hertz higher than the roll-off frequency of the main speakers. The roll-off frequency is basically where the main speakers start to struggle producing frequencies. For me, the A2 Plus speakers start to roll off at 110 hertz, so that basically confirms why the crossover frequency is at 120 hertz. There's also a phase switch on the S8, so if you look on the back of the S8 here, you can see a phase switch over here. And for me, the phase switch is set at 0 degrees. And the way you could figure this out is basically the phase switch setting varies depending upon the location of the subwoofer and should be set to whichever setting doesn't localize the bass and provides the loudest bass. So if there are pockets of softness and loudness, the phase should be changed to the opposite setting. And the location ultimately for the bass should not be distinguishable. Once you get that all nailed down, basically you're done tuning the subwoofer. At least to my knowledge.